Okay, thank you. We are going to the last group of presentation today. Last but not least, I hope Mr. Dwi Lukman Hakim and Mr. Isra Nur Darmawan, they will be explaining about their project energy planning of North Maluku Province. Please welcome and give them an applause. Time is yours.
Thank you for the time. Our group will be presented energy planning of North Maluku province, and the first about introduction about North Maluku will be presented by Isra Nur Damawan.
Okay, thank you for give me chance to tell about energy planning of North Maluku province. In the first, I introduce for energy planning in Maluku province. I tell geography condition. North Maluku province has area of 145,000 kilometers square with the provincial capital in Sovivi. And administratively, this consists of 7 districts and 2 cities. And condition of population in North Maluku, overall of population of men more than female population. The population grow in the period in 2000 to 2010 by average of 2.40% per year, which is still higher than average national population grow in the amount of 1.48% per year. Regional gross domestic product in of North Maluku province in 2010 total 5.387 billion rupiah at current price amount to 2.981 billion rupiah. And the next potential energy resource in North Maluku is very limited and has a small scale, such as small hydropower and other renewable energy. Average of biomass, solar, wind, and ocean current. And the potential energy is still the stage of exploration, such as oil and gas and geothermal. This is a map of potential energy in North Maluku. Any gas and geothermal potential. The next other potential renewable energy based data from Department of Energy and Mineral Resource Province North Maluku Province. Hydropower potential is project around 12.65 to 7.10 megawatt, and potential can only be used as micro hydro power with capacity per unit generating 500 kilowatt to 2 megawatt. And other renewable energy can that use biomass from agriculture, waste, solar power, wind energy, and ocean current energy. Current energy consumption, the energy use the province of North Maluku only fuel, oil, and LPG and electricity. Based on data from Pertamina, fuel use increased from 280,000 kiloliter in 2007 to 263,000 kiloliter in 2010, or increased by average of 1.9% per year in 2010. The large of share is use of diesel oil with a share of 52%, followed by premium 26%, kerosene 18%, and aviation fuel 4%. Consumption of fuel oil continue to decrease in 2007 is still being used 600 kiloliters, and 2010 was no longer used. Project of energy planning base years in 2010 and project to 2050. This plan was made one scenario, namely basic scenario, business as usual. BAO scenario assume GDP grow and population grow in accordance with historical development. Project include is energy demand project and energy supply project. And the next slide to tell by Mr. Lukman.
Thank you. I will continue the presentation about the result of the simulation by using LEAP software. The energy demand final units using business as usual scenario. As we can see at the graphic in the figure, the increase of energy demand mainly influenced by the growth of GDP or growth domestic product, domestic, and the population of the North Maluku province. The forecast of final energy demand per sector for the basic as usual scenario is shown by in figure above, that the transportation dominate the energy demand final units. And for the household sector, in the figure we can see that the final energy demand from household sector for the basic as usual scenario is being dominated by middle class economy. And for the transportation sector, the final energy demand from transportation sector in basic in business as usual scenario is being dominated by marine transportation. And the mixed energy primaire energy demand from energy mix in North Maluku for the basic as usual scenario is being dominated by diesel oil. That's the our presentation about the basic scenario, business as usual scenario in the energy planning for North Maluku. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation, Mr. Dwi Lukman Hakim and Mr. Isra. Please take a seat. North Maluku is one of the interesting topic today, since this is one of underdeveloped province in Indonesia that established in 1999, if I'm not mistaken. So their presentation just now told us about the household, commercial, industrial, and transportation sector, all in the demand sector, and the energy supply projections. They already mentioned about all kind of fuel that used in their scenario. Please welcome for two people who wants to ask questions. Please welcome.
Okay, very interesting about your presentation, Mr. Lukman and Mr. Isra. And my question is about why middle class economy growing than the others? Thank you.
Okay, I will answer the question from Mr. Rizal about the household sector, that the middle class economy growth bigger than others because there is a plan of government, Indonesian government about uh, developing the North Maluku by build a special economic zone or kawasan ekonomi khusus Morotai, which will be economic zone that will put the several industry and by the developing industry in the North Maluku province, there will a lot of employment for the resident of North Maluku. Then the poor class economy will be decline from year 2025, and then the middle class economy will be increase after 2025. Thank you.
Excuse me. Okay, for the next questions.
Okay, thank you for opportunity. I have one question. Why marine transportation grows larger than other in Maluku? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for question. I will try answer. Because North Maluku province is archipelago province, different consists of island, lot of island in this province. So marine transport is important in this province. Thank you.
I will make answer addition why the marine transportation grow larger. Also because the Jokowi program about the seaport or tol laut for the East Indonesian, that will make the marine transportation make the will consume a lot of fuel. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of our presentation session. And please give applause to Mr. Dwi Lukman Hakim and Mr. Isra Darmawan. And this is our session for today. So we have a very long journey from the very first presentation, coming from South Sulawesi, go to Central Java, and then coming back to North Maluku. But mostly from those three provinces, we have commonly problem, mostly the same problem we have in energy. From the demand side, the problem is the electrification ratio of the provincial in household sector mostly. And from the supply side, there's a fossil fuel scarcity in the future that will be faced by our government, and of course we all will be faced that problem. And so we need to penetrate the renewable energy installation in Indonesia. So for the conclusion today, I would like to quote some words from the old President Kennedy from United States of America. We could not conserve our way out. We could not drill our way out. We cannot bomb our way out. We have to do the old-fashioned way. We have to invent our way out. Let's working together for a brighter future of Indonesia. Please, thank you. I'll give it back to Mr. Ahmad Agus Setiawan before we have another session of coffee break in the next room. Please, Mr. Ahmad Agus Setiawan, Let's give an applause.
Thank you. Have a seat. Kita masih punya beberapa